Mach3 screen edits that you might find useful. In this video, screen set editing number 1, we will modify the Auto Tool 0 button area by adding a Digitize LED, editing the Auto Z button and giving it a keyboard shortcut. Also, we'll add an XY button to take us to the XY probing screen. For the editing, I'm using MachScreen. Link in description if you need it. A tip here. If you have done any button script editing during your current Mach3 session, either close Mach3 to save them, or go to View, Save Current Layout to save any new script edits to the screen set. Alright, let's get started. Timestamps are included in the description. In your Mach3 folder, and if you're new to screen set editing, know that the set files are your screen sets. The 1024 set file is Mach3's standard mill screen set. This is where we're going to start today. And we want to edit a copy, not the original. So Control-C to copy and Control-V to paste. Rename the copy if you choose. The MachScreen is already set up as my default screen set editor, so I just need to double click. Just click yes. I did reset my settings, so that popped up. For me, that warning hasn't actually meant anything. Matter of fact, there's even a setting to turn that off. Let's go to Options, Settings, and Don't Show Warning, File Corrupted. And I also like to select Option Lock for Selection. With that turned on, you can select a control, background image in this case, and set Selectable to No. Now I won't accidentally move the background image during these edits. Plus, it makes this particular layer invisible to selection. As far as control selection is concerned, we can toggle multiple or single. Multiple is actually dynamic in nature. If we select an item that is layered, a list pops up and we can select which one we want. If we select an item that is not layered, single selection is used automatically. Okay, let's create this LED. The simplest way, if it already exists, just copy it. The page area. This is a list of all screens within this screen set. You can select a page or use the page down key to flip through the pages. Either way, find the diagnostics screen. Once there, select and copy the Digitize LED. A note, the LED will be pasted at the same screen location it was copied from. So, if you keep your mouse located on the LED and use the page up key to go back to page 1, you can easily find the LED when pasted with Control-V. Now, slightly move the mouse until the move symbol is shown. Then click and drag to its new location. About right there is good for now. The Auto Tool 0 button. This button is already functioning with my Z script. Link in description for that video. Now I want to add a keyboard shortcut. I want to use Alt-Z, but I need to find out if it is available. Go to View, Hotkeys. These are all of the shortcuts within this screen set. Not the whole of Mach3, mind you. More on that another day. For now, click on Hotkey to put it in alphabetical order. Alt-Z is currently not in use, so we are free to use it. Go back to View, Design, select Auto Tool 0 button. In the button properties, double click on Hotkey. Then press your key combination. Double click to change the text. And enter. Now we can shrink the button a little bit to make room for the new XY button. To create the new XY button, head to the control area. From the drop-down list, select Button. Then click Add. Place your mouse near where you want the button to be, then click to place it. With it still selected, press the Control key and select the Auto Z button. The solid squares means this is now the primary control for what we are about to do next. which in this case is match the height and align the top. Again, select the new button to make it the only selection and adjust it to your preferred width. Let's edit the text. Okay, so we want the XY button to take us to the offsets screen. Page down until we find it. And it's page 7. Now back to page 1. And select our button again. As far as pages are concerned, the code is the page number. Enter 7 and select the appropriate option. And that button is set. Okay, lining everything up. Visually, I want to make these end gaps evenly spaced from the edges. To do this, you can click on the control and use your arrow keys to move it. If you want, you can select all of the controls at once. Here, I control click the Auto Z button to make it the primary. Then use center horizontally and space evenly horizontally. Okay, that looks good. Here's some extra credit. If we want, we can use the hotkey Alt-X for the XY button. Then, edit the button text and insert ampersand in front of the letter to be underscored. Now we have a visual representation of Alt-X. Alright, now just save and exit. Back in Mach3, load the screen set, do your testing, and you're good to go. Alt-Z and Alt-X. Alright, we're good. Back in the Mach3 folder, you'll notice a new file with the SE1 extension. This is a screen set backup automatically created by MachScreen upon launch and before any edits. This file can be deleted if you wish, or it can be used by renaming it and changing the SE1 to SET. One last thing to note here. In MachScreen, if you want to release a non-selectable item for selection again, right-click anywhere on the page and click Make Single Element Selectable. A list will appear of the non-selectables. Double-click on an item to clear it from the list. Click OK. The control can again be selected. This is part 1 in this series. If you have found this video useful, please consider supporting this channel. Links in description. Comments, suggestions, and questions are welcome. Thank you. Have a great day.